Hey guys, this is AP StarCraft coming at you with another video commentary. In this game it will be on Blistering Sands, pitting my red Zerg in the top right corner versus my opponent on the blue Zerg in the bottom left corner of the map. My opponent's name is SCV Rush, and seeing that he is not a Terran player in this game, I did not feel that he was going to be rushing me. Maybe he put up he chose that name in order to mislead his opponents. But whatever the case is, I wasn't expecting an SCV rush. Maybe a drone rush. I was hoping not. Maybe. I don't know how effective a 6-pull / drone rush would be. But I guess if you're not expecting it, it could do some good amount of damage. Be all in, definitely an all in. Probably definitely more of an all in than a regular 6-pull ling rush would be. Well, let's see. I put down a 10 spawning pool over here, so I'm going for. Looks like I'm going a little bit cheesy in this game over here. My opponent does not yet have his pull up. It's not even starting yet. I put up an extractor over here. I think this was a mistake, honestly. I think I should have built my overlord first and then put down the extractor. And I think that would have been a more efficient use of my resources. But alright, but that's not what I did in this game, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna be analyzing what I did in this game. It was a pretty decent game, I feel. I just let my macro towards the end of the game to slide a little bit because I felt like I had already won the game. The game was mine, basically. But even if you feel like that, you definitely should not really try not to be acting like that, or try not to do that, because even though it may look like you won the game, it really could be that your opponent could do an upset victory, pull an upset victory on you. So you should really play the entire game as if you're basically on par with your opponent, whether or not that the case may not be true. And when I say that, I mean you have to play the game as if you're on an equal footing as your opponent, in that you should not let up, as in, you know, letting your economy slide a little bit or get a little bit lazy with your unit micros, which is something else I did. I got lazy with my unit micros. I was like, I'm gonna win the game regardless. But no, definitely something that you should try to avoid. Alright, so I made a couple of lings, punched out a couple of drones. I'm rallying lings over here. My opponent, let's see, my opponent's making some of his own lings over here. I'm putting out a baneling's nest. My opponent's putting out a baneling's nest as well. But my baneling nest started a lot earlier than my opponent did. He went for more of a standard 14 pull, so he's going to be having that banelings up a lot later than mine are. I'm starting to get my first 4 banelings. I have a couple of banelings going up right now, and a couple more lings on the way. And notice that I stopped building the lings at around this point of the game, and I started shifting over to drones. And let's pause this for a bit. I'm also building my queen over here. Let's look at the income. Income wise, it's 12 to 14 right now. So my opponent is leading the game right now. And let's see what I'm doing right now. Let's continue the game production. Watch my opponent come in, and bam, bam. All his things are dead. And now let's go back to, oops, do that every commentary. Income. Alright, 13 to 14. So my opponent is somewhat ahead of me right now at this point of the game. Production, income. Okay, and let's see what happens. I pull my banelings over here, and I killed more drones than I thought. I thought I only would kill 2. I killed 3 actually, and it looks like I might be able to pick off another one over here. And I was able to get one more. And before retreating, coming back to see that his 2 lings alone, decided to try to get him, but they run back away. And look at the drone count now, the harvester count right now, 16 to 10. So that put me a whole lot ahead of my opponent at this point in the game. And I'm building a couple more lings. I'm pulling back these lings too. I decided, okay, I did enough damage. No reason that I need to try to keep pushing. And that's a part that a lot of people, including me, makes a mistake in this game. You get an advantage and you feel like you need to push that advantage. But that's definitely not the case. If you have an advantage, the advantage is yours to lose. Like, for example, if I kept pushing over there, there's a good chance that I would have, like, lost a Ling army over here and would have lost any advantage that I had at that point. So right now, I'm building a couple more Lings for defense because I had saw that he had a bunch of Banelings over here and a bunch of Lings over here, but Lings are not being my main focus right now. Just like building some for defense, spraying out over here, one over here, and I went up to lair and building drone over here. Should be building more drones. Why am I not building more drones at this point? There we go. At least one more. I don't know. I guess it's because I'm a noob, but yeah, building more drones, scouting out my opponent, see if he got to the lair yet. But looks like he killed it before I was able to get scout out. But I was able to have him waste one Baneling over there. And really, in order to get effective use of your Baneling for it to be cost efficient, you need to kill at least 3 or 4 Lings, at least. Rather, 4 Lings. I wasted one Baneling over there as well. Putting down my Spire over here. I think I was able to get a scout at some point over here. Or maybe I'm getting a scout right now. But yeah, at this point in the game, or somewhere around this point, I knew that my opponent did not have his Spire up yet. Looks like he's getting it right now. So let's see who's ahead. Mine's somewhat ahead, not too much. And I had a whole lot of extra mineral resources, so I decided I'll get extra queen, and it would be like effective in assisting against any counterattacks that my opponent might try to pull. And if he's able to outnumber me in the Mutalisk, I'd be able to pull back the Mutalisk back and have the queens help them out. So, in Zerg vs Zerg games, when you go Mutalisk, you'll often have a lot of excess minerals, so it's always good to find something to spend it on, whether it be drones or hatcheries or spore colonies or spine crawlers or what have you. It looks like I'm running another Ling over here, trying to get a scout out. Oh, maybe I didn't know that he hadn't gone at hatchery at that point, but I saw that he has lair now. I wasn't able to see this, I don't think. Let's check on the Pierce. Nope, I did not. But I saw that he had lair at this point. And with those Mutalisks coming, I decided, and I had enough of a ground force to repel any kind of Ling attack that my opponent tried to do. I decided to bring out my ground forces over here and to take my expansion over here. And it seems like my opponent had the same idea. So let's look at how the harvester count is going right now. We're fairly even right now, actually. So right now I'm 1 ahead. Now he's 1 ahead. We're probably gonna be trading positions like that for a while. Let's see. Looks like I'm getting ready for a raiding run. Or did I just get back from one? Let me see my life. No, it looks like I might have gone back from one. Saw that he had Mutalisk. I decided to back off. But yeah, if you've read any or seen any of my previous commentaries where I'm facing Zerg players, you probably realize that I fairly dislike Zerg vs Zerg games. Oops. Getting my Mutalisk caught up over there, and he almost got killed. He has only a couple of HP left. Let's see who has a bigger army right now. Army count. My army. We're fairly even at this point. I'm very slightly ahead, but not really game-breaking ahead at this point. I was able to catch one of his overlords over here and effectively supply locking him over here. Very annoying. And